All right, guys, today on the show, well, Jimmy Kimmel, Costco, and Left on Red. What do they all have in common? Not a whole lot, but we're covering them anyway.
Oh, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Something's happening in the world, like in the universe.
In the universe.
Yep. And I know that you don't believe in astrology.
I don't.
But I've got some answers here.
Okay, give it to me.
Stay with me for a moment here. This morning, I went out to unlock the door for you and Steph, and I found a message. Look at this, for real. I checked my Nest camera and everything. It floated, literally floated from the sky. I'm not messing with you. And it's handwritten. I thought at first it was like somebody was trying to buy the house, you know, when they leave messages like this. It's a message. It's a religious message. You look terrified. It's a religious message, but stay with me. I have mercy upon them. They shall be as though I had not cast them off, for I am the Lord, and I will hear them. And I don't know anything about religion, but it says it's Zechariah 10:6.
Well, there you go.
No, do you know what this means?
No. I don't know what it means.
Okay, stay with me because I thought I'll show you the Nest footage. It looks very spooky, but
it came in on the Nest footage.
It literally, Steph saw it. Steph,
yeah, it literally just like
floated in from the sky. It's kind of rainy out. Thunder is in the forecast, lightning, and it's a big day in astrology.
Why?
Okay, so I looked this up. Mars is entering Scorpio. It's also the first full week of fall, which means transition, change, balance. And I looked up whatever this God verse means.
Yeah, Zechariah 10:6.
Yeah. And it means a message of hope and renewal.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you this is big. Does that not give you the shivers?
I don't know. It just feels like we had a big rainstorm roll through here last night and there was a ton of wind. Like, I don't know.
Adam, it's a handwritten note, and that's not my hand. You saw it. It came in from the sky.
Yeah.
From the sky.
Because it was windy.
It doesn't even look like it came in from the sky. It literally looked like it just like poofed out of thin air on your steps.
Adam, okay, I know you think I'm witchcraft.
What do you think that this means for you?
I think that this is just a little nudge from the universe saying, hang in there, sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
like, you know, when like you get like little like kind of winks from the universe being like, you know, surrender, everything's all coming together, like
You're
everything
on the
is
right
right.
path.
Yeah, exactly. You're on the right path. And I think that this is either someone who is really not well and writing messages about God and delivering them, or I think I do think it is the universe. And maybe I've gone to too many AA meetings, but I think it's the universe being like, you got this, girl.
I think what matters here is how you receive it.
Yeah.
If you were receiving it negatively, I would be like, Jax, this is bullshit, which it is. But since you're receiving it positively, I'm thrilled for you.
I'm
and
excited.
I hope that you take that and you run with that this week.
I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good week if I know anything about Zechariah.
Do you think that somebody's just walking around with little pieces of paper, throwing them out and be like, well, this will land where it should?
I think.
Like, do you think that was what was going on? Or was it somebody in like Bible school writing it down? Or
I don't think it was someone. I think it was something.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Stop it. What?
You know what? I love when people do this. Can I just say it comes across to me as the most self-involved shit I've ever heard.
Adam, no, it's not.
Yeah, you know what? God is definitely talking direct to me.
No, it's not direct to me.
Me in North America, I got a roof over my head. I got food. Yeah, no, there's starving kids with whatever.
Adam,
they're definitely gonna be talking to me.
Nothing like that. It's not directly. It's not for me. It's for every. When you say it like that, I sound like an asshole.
Hold on. So God's made you the messenger now.
I'm not. You seemed hesitant for me to bring this to him, and now I know why. It's because you knew you would. You either called me a witch or you. No, you always say astrology is witchcraft.
I think astrology plays to your ego perfectly because it tells you what you want to hear about yourself. And you go, that's so true.
Adam,
and then
no. You know what? I think astrology and things like spirituality actually take you out of yourself because it's realizing like you are part of something bigger.
And I have nothing against spirituality. Yeah. Let me just say, astrology is different from spirituality.
God. That's what I heard
astrology
right here first.
is different. By the way, do you know that based on where the stars are now compared to where they were 2,000 years ago, that we would all be in different houses?
Don't do this.
But it's not about now. It's about where you were when you were born.
Right, but where you were when you were born is not technically what you are. Because the Earth has rotated since then. There's a whole thing on this. Like I shouldn't be an Aries. I should
now
be a Taurus.
Now he's
Yes.
interested in astrology because he knows that he's right. Listen, Adam, you know what? God and the higher power are delivering us messages everywhere and all the time. And you just need to listen. And maybe
I should. Listen,
things would.
There could be signs.
Maybe you'd have
to
real
my door
pants
every day. Oh no, it's too hot for real pants still. I know it's fall, but
I don't know why I'm dressed like it's
outside.
winter.
I know. Are you not hot right now?
I'm so hot.
You're wearing a sweater. You got full pants. You got big black socks on. I'm like walking in here with my shorts.
I'm
like it's
really
midsummer.
hot.
Yeah, you're drinking a coffee.
I'm really hot. And this morning I woke up and it was a cool breeze that brought me God's message.
Ah, yes.
But
and you, his disciple, disseminated that to us all. Praise be to Jacqueline.
I thought it was chill and cozy, and it is not chill and cozy. It is hot.
Steph, isn't it great to be here under her eye?
Oh my, Adam. Too real about it. Don't bring Handmaid's Tale. It's a little too real right now.
You know what? That actually dovetails perfectly with what I want to start with because obviously we saw the Jimmy Kimmel stuff last week, and I want to say the Jimmy Kimmel stuff is interesting on a few different levels. And I'm not here to tell you what party you're supposed to vote for. Okay, just going to start that because everything right now is what party do you vote for? And Jimmy Kimmel was taken off the air. He made a comment. I wouldn't even call it a joke, but essentially what he said was that the president was using Kirk's death as a springboard to score more points with his base.
He made an observation.
100%. And
yeah.
If you actually watch the clip that he's referring to with Trump goes on to talk about like the renovations to the Rose Garden that he's put concrete over.
He's putting in a ballroom.
100%.
The biggest ballroom you've ever seen.
So essentially what's happened is the FCC chair goes on a conservative podcast the next day. FCC is the federal regulatory board for radio and television in the States, right? And it's funny that
it's like our CRTC, right?
100%. Yeah, we
okay.
get the CRTC here. It's funny that he went on a podcast because they're not federally regulated. But as the FCC chair, he went on a podcast and said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. And the hard way turned out to be threatening one of the local carriers, which is Nexstar, which is trying to go through a $6 billion merger right now and saying, we will not approve you. We will not approve this merger if you don't take him off the air. So what did they do? Well, Jimmy Kimmel, $6 billion. I'll take the $6 billion, please. And so they dropped him. There's another broadcast company called St. Clair, owned by an extraordinarily heavily right family group that is like, he needs to make an apology and a donation. The
St. Clair family, yeah.
So what does this mean? What does this really mean, right? Because, there might be people listening to the show going, good, I hated Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have an opinion. Like I'm a pretty normal person. There's some stuff that I'm conservative about. There's some stuff I'm liberal about. And I look at this, Jax, and I go, okay, we all know that this is strong arming. Mm-hmm. We all know this is suppression of speech and jokes and that sort of thing. But what really happened here? Because to me, that Jimmy Kimmel line didn't go viral. I hadn't heard it. When I saw it come up on my Instagram, they're like, because of what Jimmy Kimmel said. And none of
I was waiting to hear what he, like, I was like, where?
What did he say?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even see it. And our job is to follow this stuff and be like, oh man, that was a crazy joke. That's walking the line or whatever.
It didn't seem anything out of the ordinary of just like political commentary. That's like usually in the opening of these shows. Like it just didn't seem out of the ordinary.
And it occurred to me and in your life, and I know we did mornings for a long time, so it pulls you out of the late night game, but like, did you ever watch late night shows ever? Letterman, Leno, Fallon, Colbert, Kimmel, Conan O'Brien, Craig Ferguson, any of them?
I would watch clips.
Regularly.
I would watch clips in the next morning, but not like properly, no.
Right. Because no one does.
Okay, so are you saying that it's a full ratings thing?
I think what happens here, I think this is a generational divide thing. Because I feel like here's what's going on here. They've created this. If they had let that go, it would have passed into the night. Nobody would have said anything. But because the joke was directly at the guy in charge, and the guy in charge happens to be in his 80s, and the guy in charge happened to grow up watching late night shows and wanting to appear on these
Yeah.
late night shows and made multiple appearances on these
Yeah.
late night shows. Now it's a thing. But I can tell you, anybody under the age of 50 is not watching these shows.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So it's not like, he was canceled because of his ratings. Like Trump did focus on this because it matters to him and
matters
his
to
generation.
him.
Yeah.
I don't think
absolutely.
it matters to young people. I
I
don't
don't-
think people care.
I think I've heard people say far worse and like and like far worse on TikTok and like usually bang on. And no, it's not a big thing. Like you hear it all the time. Jimmy Kimmel saying it on that platform for that demo of people though, that would ruffle Trump the wrong way.
So-
That's right. Yeah.
There's 400 million people in the United States,
Yeah.
right? 400 million.
Yeah.
5 million max watch this show.
Yeah.
That's a great number. It's a huge number. But 5 million?
But
Of 400 million?
But he's using
I just don't, I don't think, I think this was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Because I think that they believe
gave
that
him more,
Jimmy
yeah.
might be the voice of the left or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I watched a Jimmy Kimmel clip and was like, man, that was great. And it's not that he's not great. It's just not for me.
But bullies aren't logical.
Okay.
Right? He's a bully. Like Donald Trump is a bully.
Sure.
And he's not logical. And when you are that level of angry and like that level of a dictator, you're going after anybody who upsets you. And that's the big guy, that's the small guy, that's, look at like childhood bullies. Like do they actually go after people who've hurt them or it's anybody. It's anybody in their path.
Anybody who
in their
won't
path.
stand up. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's anybody. It's just nonsensical. So yesterday, Donald Trump said he was going to cure autism today. So I'm waiting for that update.
Yes, that would
but
be the
like,
Tylenol
like
update.
you can't. There's no logic with this man. Whether it's him saying things for the good or for the bad, or canceling, or he is nonsensical. So I think that's a very good point about saying that
I just think
it matters more to him. Yeah.
Yeah, he took out a guy that like no one was really watching below a certain level. And by the way, that age group is getting higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
Right? The young voters that they're supposedly doing so well in, they're not watching Kimmel.
But
late night TV is not the thing it used to be.
But
right?
look at we saw how it ended up, but like he didn't want TikTok. There's too many, there's too many loud voices on there. That didn't work out, and then he played it in his favor. However, now he's going so it's whatever platform. I guess he's able to he's also able to control. Like,
right. Yeah. And I think obviously with the sale of TikTok, they're going to be able to control a lot better. I just think it's interesting. And
no,
I think
that's really valid.
I thought it was worth mentioning because there's and this is I want people who are on the conservative side of the aisle and people on the liberal side of the aisle to come together on this one point, right? Americans have freedom of speech. We have freedom of expression, right? Both countries have enshrined in their constitution and in their charter of rights the freedom of the press, right? That's all part of it. That's Amendment 1 on the Constitution for the United States. What is interesting about this is that a lot of what you're seeing shared on both sides, I think there's one side more than the other. A lot of what you're seeing shared is not real. And I really want to bring this back to, and this is going to sound very 2016 of me. Remember when everybody was like the whole thing, well, Russia infiltrated Facebook and they were able to throw a bunch of memes up and then people got divided and that's how we're ended in this spot, right? That is actually real. And it's surprising how little information there is on it. Did you know that if you're still on X/Twitter, upwards of 64% of the accounts there are fake?
Yeah,
They're bot
that's
farms.
why I'm not on it. It's a piece of trash. Like,
It's terrible. The only reason I'm still on it is live sports.
And I was going to say they have sports and a lot of videos in sports you can't get on other platforms,
100%.
right? And they come up pretty quick.
Yeah. So that's the thing is it's irreplaceable when it comes to
Hockey,
sport. Yeah,
racing,
it is. The season's right around the
yeah.
corner. But what's amazing is that what will happen with these troll farms is, let's say, so a lot of these troll farms are based in India and Pakistan. In fact, one of them, one called
Adam. Sorry,
this is crazy.
I want to keep going. I just love. You are getting really into the bot farms.
I do think
these days.
I think we need to confront this.
We
I was
have
waiting for like a New York Times article.
we have
on
to
it. There's
fight the
nothing.
bot farms. You're absolutely right, Adam.
Well, so the guy, there was a huge right wing influential Twitter account called Inevitable West, and it was all about saving Western civilization and blah 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 blah. Turns out he's an the guy behind it is an Indian crypto scammer. Literally like a guy from India it's
What?
And these bot farms are not easy to infiltrate, but once you find them and you hire them, they're actually quite effective. And we saw it in this is why the Blake Lively case.
Oh, they were pushing. Yeah.
PR firm hired to make her look bad allegedly by Justin Baldoni, right? And what they did was they started planning stories online. Blake Lively's a terrible person. I met Blake Lively at a restaurant. She never tipped. Blah. Here's a clip of her in an interview where she's awkward about being pregnant.
I'm gonna send a bot firm after you.
Yeah, but you could. That's the thing.
And I will. No,
people
but for
be
real,
like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Why does anyone care?
Yeah, Adam Wylde has weird socks. There's like 7,000 tweets a day. Yeah, Adam Wylde should wear real socks.
Can you imagine a very benign bot farm?
I can. I'm gonna start the GoFundMe now. Yeah, it's not an epidemic. I don't know. Like it's a huge thing because they're also spreading misinformation and false narratives all over the world.
Yeah. So what'll happen too sometimes, and this is some of the articles I've read on it, and there are surprisingly few. Let's say you're a left-wing troll, okay? Mm-hmm. And your job is to make the right look bad. Here's how the right's bad, and they're doing this and they're doing that. What you will do sometimes is also have an account that poses as the right and does obnoxious stuff so that your left-leaning Twitter account or your right-leaning Twitter account can go, see, the other side's so stupid, even though you were the one who was planting it. So it would be like Jax has 2 Twitter accounts. One of them is a Toronto Maple Leaf obnoxious fan account. The other is a anti-Toronto Maple Leafs account. Okay, the Toronto Maple Leafs account that Jax loves, that Jax is trying to put that out there, convert more people to being the Leafs.
Got to get them all.
Jax will post something ridiculous that the Montreal Canadiens fans, quote unquote, have done, and be like, look, see, this is why you need to be a Leafs fan, because these guys are dumb. That's what it's insane, and it's messing with people, and it's messing specifically with old people. And we've talked about this before, right? You got to talk to your parents about this crap, because there's a lot of this stuff is just being generated by people who don't live here, who are getting paid to do it in another country on the other side of the world. And it also doesn't help that, one of the owners of one of the major platforms, several of the owners of the major platforms are like, okay, we're going to just, instead of being agnostic, we're going to align ourselves politically with one particular party.
That's corrupt, one could say. But like, it's also not even the information that they're receiving. It's the information that the older folks are not receiving in general. I spoke to a family member the other day, and they were speaking about Charlie Kirk, and I, expressed my disdain with all of his ideologies. And they were like, oh, I didn't know that about him. I didn't know that he, didn't believe in systemic racism or that he hated trans folk. And I was like, how do these people miss it? Like, and they just thought, oh, I just thought he was a young politician. And that's like, it's the lack of information that they're getting as well, or the misinformation about people. So it's flooded. You've been on Facebook lately, by the way?
I haven't. My Facebook account's actually locked. I don't know what happened.
I do. But I know what happened.
What happened?
You forgot your password and you messed it up because you're terrible with passwords. And I love you.
I
locked out of heaven.
It was locked out. So I've been locked out of Facebook for 6 months, and I'm like, I don't know. I know that you went through hell to try to unlock your Facebook account, and I'm just like, I don't have the time and I don't care.
After my dad died, Steph, do you know the story?
No, I don't.
After my dad died, I was in some sort of grief wave, and I changed all my passwords, but because I was in a grief wave, I didn't remember any of them. And then one morning with Adam, I had to I tried to get in touch with Facebook. Like I couldn't get onto any of my things. Like Bell Media had to get their tech support to help me. I couldn't get it into any of my accounts. Yeah. You should write down your passwords. Shut up. That's so dark.
Well, do you think because you had to get a phone number, did you not?
I had to get a phone number, but Adam, I love you. This is not the first time you've been locked out. I remember
but the account is actually locked. Like it's locked. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I need it.
You're an influencer. Like you need access to that.
Do I need it?
Yes. For back-end analytics.
I guess I'm going to have to call that damn Facebook number. Shit.
I'll help you. We'll figure this out. I've been there and we're in this together.
Maybe they knew about this podcast and they're trying to shut us down because we're too dangerous.
Well, they're too wild.
We're too dangerous.
Adam Wylde left.
Anyway, my message in this is just this. Remember that most of what you're seeing wasn't generated by a real person. Mm-hmm. And with AI now, it's so much easier to create these bot accounts. Yeah. And it's really easy to pick them out. and I can. They've done a lot of research on troll farming. You'll see a lot of. There are actual like sites that you can run things through and go, is this AI or is this not? And a lot of them will have the same message over multiple different things. So sometimes you'll see something happen and it'll be the same message. Other times you're going to see it worded weirdly because they wrote it in their home language and then put it through Google Translate. So just be aware of that stuff, because most of the major accounts that you follow on X now, which have the blue check marks, they're paid for. So they're not real.
Which is, leads to a bigger thing where you can now get verified, so that it was helping folks who shouldn't be verified. But a quick thing that I told my my aunt, and she was like, "Oh, that's easy." I told her, I was like, "When you're on Facebook, because you want folks to be critical thinkers and be looking at their sources of their news, but sometimes it's a bit harder." So I was like, I told my aunt, I was like, when you're on Facebook, just look at the bottom and you can see like the bottom left of that little tab. And it has to say the website on the bottom of it. And I was like, if it looks like it's sketchy, or if it ends in like anything that's like not a .com, not a .ca, like even an IE, which is like Ireland, like I was like, just stay within North America and maybe stay with trusted sites like, CBC, CTV, things like that.
Can't trust them.
No, can't trust them. But I was like, things that that you can get on your TV. And she's like, okay. And that helped her because she was going to like, she was deep in like some like,
she's deep in some stuff.
It's
amazing how quickly it happens.
I have no idea how you aren't infected by malware, my dear. Like just infected. Like she's click-clacking all over
Did you see this picture of Jesus created out of Coke bottles? It's
like,
Nancy, that is AI.
Yeah, it had 15 tabs that came out from Northern Africa. It's like, what? Yeah. But no, just like, she was like, oh, it always has to say it. Because it's word salad to them too, right? Because there's so much information. But I was like, always look in the bottom left of the little tab that you see on Facebook, and it'll say the source. And she said, cool. And I'm sure she's still getting hacked, but at least I tried.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But that is a conversation you need to have.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Our parents were told to have conversations with us about web safety. Now it's your turn. You have to have conversations with your parents about web safety.
My parents didn't. I was having like cyber sex in my basement at like 14.
Yeah. I did that too in those weird MSN chat rooms.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I remember being like, this is, I think about it now. I'm
were
like,
you
oh
having
my
cyber
God.
sex?
Yeah, I think I did it once. And I was like, I didn't know what to do.
I did it once. That's not true.
No, it was. And then I think my parents caught me. They were like, they like went through my stuff because they had access to my computer. And I remember they printed out the conversation.
And they shamed you.
Put it on the kitchen table. Oh yeah. And
they
they're like,
shamed
this is, and I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't like I wrote anything like crazy. Listen, look at me. Do you think I'm good at dirty talk? Do you think I was good at 14? But for sure, there was some fucking weirdo on the other end being weird.
It was me.
It was probably that.
It was me. Oh, I was down there. I was moving and grooving. I was all over the net.
Were you
really?
really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just a maven.
I don't know if I should be talking about
this.
The
internet.
Yeah.
I listen, I think we kind of let it all hang out on this show.
Yeah.
So.
I also, which is apparently a very common thing in the queer community, I used to, when people would say ASL, I would say, like I would, say 14 Canada, but I would say male because I wanted to like chat with girls, but I didn't know that was kind of gay, So I didn't know how to express that. So I used to say my name was Adrian.
Adrian? Do you remember any?
Or Rick.
Do you remember anything about Adrian that
he was a swimmer?
Okay, like competitive. So great body, right? Yeah. What else would you tell people about Adrian? Like where would Adrian? What did Adrian like to do other than swim?
Adrian
like, or was that Adrian's whole life?
Adrian was blonde.
Blonde. Okay.
He was blonde. He played guitar.
Okay.
When he wasn't swimming. I have never told. I'm like crying because I've never told anybody this. Yeah. He was taller. Yeah. He just liked hanging out with his friends. He likes video games. He liked The Sims.
He liked The Sims.
He was so he was me except a boy and athletic
and blonde
and blonde and probably stable home life. Yeah. Yeah. No. So that
is funny.
But I didn't like I wasn't like cruising around too much as Adrian.
No.
Yeah.
That was just like for just specific people.
I was having cyber sex with both Adrian and Jacqueline.
Do you think that there's anybody that talked to Adrian, who's going through their life right now going, I wonder what happened to Adrian.
Probably. I got in trouble one time. Somebody was like, I know that you're fake because my mom told me you're fake. And then I ghosted her. She lived in Indiana. We talked on MSN. No.
Because those
ICQ. ICQ. And then she was like, you're like a liar. I don't know what I said, but obviously I wasn't very believable. And then she's like, my mom says that you're not real. And then they probably thought I was like somebody creepy and old. And I was just like this like scared les in Canada.
For anybody that doesn't know, ICQ was like the original social media chat room.
Thank you. Yeah.
And it was a chat room. And it was somewhat anonymous. And what was interesting about it, I remember
it was very anonymous.
My buddy had it. I didn't have it.
Uh-oh.
Because I wasn't allowed to have it on the computer, right? Well, back
Marilyn,
then too,
Marilyn was running a tight ship, man.
Tight ship at the Dennis household. Yeah.
God.
And I remember too,
Colette wasn't.
You have to remember too, if you downloaded a program back in those days, you had to think about what program you were going to delete. Because there wasn't enough memory on the computer, right?
True.
So like, it's like, if you have this computer game, like you're gonna have to delete the other game that you liked because you didn't have enough, no space.
Gotta get rid of Roller Coaster Tycoon today, I guess.
You got the Sims expansion, it's coming.
I never had the expansion. We simply did not have enough room.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah. Well, this is the point. So my buddy had it. I remember we were like grade 7 or grade 8 or something, and trying to talk to girls in university because that's what you do on a Saturday afternoon when you're tired of playing road hockey. And so, it might have been like grade 6, grade 7. We were 12, 13 years old and
getting it in.
And no, it wasn't like that. It was more like the initial, like getting to know. And I remember this girl was like, yeah, I go to Carleton University, which is a university in Ottawa in Canada.
You're like, I'm 6.
And we're like, and so my buddy's like, well, what do I say? I'm like, just say, yeah, me too. Right. And then she's like, no way, what program? And then you have to remember, this is pre-Google. So you couldn't Google what programs they had at Carleton. Like there was none of that. Like it was like Ask Jeeves. Like they didn't have like a website Vista. Or anything. This is how old I am, right? Yeah. And so you're like, and then so he said something, I forget what he wrote. And she immediately knew that we were, and she's like, you pimply-faced loser high school kid, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'll never forget his face. He's like, she doesn't even know we're not in high school.
Like little boys.
Yeah, man. This is what we did.
You were teenage boys and I was posing as teenage boys, and teenage boys were just running amok, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. All of us teenage boys, Jack's included.
Yeah. Adrian and the boys.
I have to tell you, I respect the fact that you will say that.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people who will not say something like that.
I'm regretting it a little bit in my head right now, having a bit of a vulnerability hangover.
I just told you that I talked to a predator for whatever, and my parents printed out the conversation. Oh, is that bad?
I just told you
the predator even sent me a photo, and it was a girl, and they're like, my parents were like, that's not this girl. Right?
I was catfishing people as a man. There's like, but you see it. It's like on you. You've seen it though. There's those episodes of Catfish that like they go to meet like this woman has been in a relationship with a guy like from like Chicago for like 4 years, and they go find out and it's like this like little dyke, like dyke in like a good way, take it back way. Yeah. But and they're just like so closeted, and they're like, yo, I'm so sorry, I just didn't know, because they don't know how to be themselves. Right. But also at some point, like
you have to take responsibility for that.
Like don't lie to women.
Yeah.
And so when I was 14, I shouldn't have been lying to women, and I'm sorry.
Jax, you were 14. I don't know. 14-year-olds do things that are wrong. Well, I don't know if people know this or not. You don't have to live in shame because of what you did when you were 14 and you learned from and don't unless if you were online right now catfishing people,
that'd be weird.
That would be weird, and you would end up on the TV show. And although I don't think that show happens anymore.
He's a real estate agent now. I learned yesterday. Neve Schulman
really
is in real estate, and somebody wrote.
I guess if you got a platform.
No, somebody wrote the economy must be rough, and because he's like come with me like it's my first day as an agent.
Wow.
Yeah, Neve.
Listen, man, television's a hard gig to keep.
It is a really hard, and also like most catfish is fake, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
Really?
No, I think that show is real.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I just told you an instance of it being real.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty easy to make it real.
To all the women that I lied to for 4 to 5 days, I'm sorry for my teenagehood.
You know what? We all learn. We all move on. And part of life is learning how not to be catfished yourself.
Live, laugh, lesbian. That's why I came out. Live, laugh, lesbian.
Okay, before we get to Left on Red, and I did not see the show going this way, although I love that it did.
Yeah. Wow.
I want to talk about, so I was on Reddit and I was looking for stuff to talk about on the show because Reddit's the front page of the internet.
Bot farms. Yeah.
But one was, and it popped up as a super popular post. And I know you love this place, so I want to get your take on it. It's a real short
Is this going
passage.
to hurt something I love?
It's from Costco Canada.
Don't do this.
Costco Canada subreddit.
I love Costco.
It says, farewell, Costco. And it says, I cannot handle the absolute chaos that is shopping at Costco any longer. From the moment my vehicle gets on the Costco property until I get off, the entire experience is chaotic. People not knowing how to park, people not knowing how to shop, people not knowing how to exist in public. Costco has great products and deals, but I dread stepping foot on the premises. What's the point? And then the edit afterwards is everything makes more sense after reading some of the responses. At bare minimum, Costco should be extending their hours. So I wanted to ask you as a Costco fan, and I remember during the pandemic, you were like, I'm going to line up for Costco. I'm excited.
I had little to do.
Yeah, and you were you were in one of those wrap around the Costco lines.
Listen, when it was early sobriety, I was looking for a thrill.
Yeah,
I was looking for a thrill.
It.
I did, didn't I?
So how do you feel about that person's take? Because that's my thing with Costco. So what I do is I pay. What there's like a pickup company that will do it for you, and they just charge you $20. Instacart.
Yeah, you told me about that, and it's changed my life.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to go to Costco either. I love Costco.
Here's the thing: is I would go to Costco.
You like the chaos?
I love the chaos. Again, I'm looking for a thrill. My ex-wife and I used to have a method. That's the thing is like you need to have a method.
You have to have a
when
plan.
you go to Costco, and we would like divide and conquer. We would be in and out of there in like a full like. I'm talking like probably a $400 or $500 grocery shop. Like for an entire season, we'd be in and out of there in 20 minutes. We had it down. We would separate.
So you knew what segments.
We knew exactly where to go.
Smart.
And then as I ran things through, and then we were packing, we were getting our boxes ready. We were like methodical about it. It was like a game. As I was getting things into like doing the order, she would go and grab the truck and then pull up illegally, beep, beep, put the 4-ways on. I fly out like a bat out of hell, put everything in the car, and we're back out of Lee's side. Under 30 minutes.
Let me ask you this.
Fly it.
Listen, I know things didn't work out, but that's good teamwork. I got to say.
Incredible teamwork.
The relationship was built on something.
Like Costco.
I want to say, what were your sections and what were her sections? Where did you go? Where did she go? Can you remember that? I know it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was
and who had the cart?
I was cart.
So she was
faster. She was faster.
Okay.
Yeah, she could move quicker.
She was nimble.
Yep. And I also like, I get distracted, and there's always new things in Costco. There's always something new. So I had but I would deal with meat, and I would also deal with because she would run to go get something. I could like see I'm like mapping Costco in my head right now. But while she would run and get paper towel and some of the dairy products, I'd be loading up on the bubbly because that has to go under the cart. So we're gonna have to throw it to the side.
Because it's a case of 48 bubbly.
It's a case of 48, and then you'll because you only have so much room under the cart, and that's where you're gonna be putting things. Because you don't want to put. If you put it at the bottom of the cart, my God, my armpits burning cut.
Yes.
You want
Yes.
to go that deep. So and also you're gonna need room, and it's only that big. Bubbly, Diet Coke. So you need to make room.
Ooh.
Small hands make light work.
That's small hands. I don't know if that's the same.
And then we'd fly around. And the thing is, like, at least the one that I do, like, they're all I think there's like 2 or 3 styles of how they're laid out. But if you're doing appliances or where pharmacies you got to do clockwise. You got to do clockwise. And you go through the back end. You go through the back streets.
Okay. When I was growing up, there was the one in Pickering where I grew up. I grew up in Scarborough, but there was one in Pickering. And what always tripped us up, here's where you lose hours is the electronic section, and it's right there as you walk in.
They put it in there,
Here's some walkie-talkies and some crazy headphones, and wow, this TV is insane. And it's $10,000.
No, they have 100-inch TVs now, and it's like $499.
But that's been growing up. Remember, a plasma screen. Everybody's like, whoa, and it was $10,000.
It was like for a 5 CD changer, it was like $13,000. Yeah, it was like crazy.
Can you imagine 5? Yeah. I don't even know what I would do with 5 CDs worth
and
of music.
it wasn't even Costco; it was the Price Club at that point. My God. My mother said, "We're not going to Bears Lake today, hon." No. But yeah.
Okay, so
they get
you Instacart now.
I Instacart because you and Natalie taught me about it. But I was like, and I don't know where I thought I had the disposable cash to do this, but I didn't realize that like it is just obviously you have to pay the Instacart like delivery
Fee.
price. But if you put your membership number in, you get the club prices. And
Yes.
I thought I was just getting the club prices. Like, no.
No, you got to put your number in. Yeah.
It is the DVP does bad things to my nervous system.
Okay.
And avoiding the Don Valley Parkway here
Which
in
is
Toronto.
a big highway.
Big highway going through Toronto where Costco's on the way to. Avoiding that at any cost. Adam, you gave me the gift.
I'm glad I did it.
But yeah, counterclockwise, stay out. Go to the back road. Stay to the electronics.
I love this.
Yeah.
I feel like we got something.
I
out of
love
this.
Costco.
I know you do. That's why I
hot
brought
dog
it up.
at the end. Yum yum.
All right, now I know everybody's been waiting.
Yeah,
and we promised it. It's Left on Red. All right, let's welcome Tamara to Left on Red. Tamara has been seeing Steve for 5 months, but he recently ghosted her. Tamara, fill us in. What's going on?
Hi guys. Yeah, Steve is killing me a bit here.
Oh, God.
I really liked him until a week ago. Like I was just starting to quietly think about what moving in with him might look like. You know?
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, I'm jumping ahead like that. You know?
Yeah.
The last we left it, we were going for ice cream the next day.
Okay.
And I messaged him 3 times. He never got back. I followed up a couple days later. Nothing. That's it. And it was so cute leading up until then. So I don't know what happened.
And like, there's not, it could be this.
Yeah, I just have no idea. Everything was like nothing big and dramatic or weird happened. So that's why I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't
Ice
know,
cream
you know?
and moving in.
Well, and it's 5 months, man.
Yeah,
It's 5 months is a long time.
Lesbian
Okay.
standard time. That's 14 years. Yeah.
All right. So you know the rules of Left on Red. We call, you stay quiet. And we're going to see if there's maybe an opening with him to reestablish a connection here, because that's the ultimate goal. And if there is, we'll pay for your first date back.
And you're sure you want to do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's make the
Okay.
call.
Hello?
Hi, is this Steve? This is Adam Wylde and Jack show. Is this Steve?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, we're calling to to survey people. We're doing a little dating thing. And we wanted to take a few minutes just to talk to you about your dating history. Are you comfortable with that?
Sure. Fire away.
Okay. So what's your situation? Are you married? Are you dating? Are you separated?
I am single.
Okay. And calendar wise, when was your last date?
I think a week ago.
Okay.
And will you
Okay.
guys be seeing each other again?
No, not that one. No chance.
Not okay. So what happened with that one? What was there? Wasn't good?
It was crazy. I had to tell my friends and family because I was floored. We were newly dating, and I was very attracted to her, but we weren't having sex very often, and I couldn't figure it out. So I asked her if there was something wrong.
And what did she say?
She said, I'm not a very sexual person, and that's something I'm really at peace with. And it just like hit me like a freight train.
Okay.
So wait, you just never called me back?
Like,
Tamara?
I can't. Steve, what the hell is wrong with you?
okay,
I
guys.
don't even know.
Nothing is
So-
wrong with me. How are you even here?
Okay. So guys, we are sorry, Steve. Yeah,
She wanted to call you and find out why she was ghosted, Steve. I think that's what it is, right, Tamara?
and I think it's a very fair.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tamara, you honestly didn't know why I ghosted you? Really? After a conversation like that?
Like what? Like what, Steve? Like what?
Well,
I mean, Jesus, we just started dating. Like, if we're not all over each other now, we're definitely not going to be like years into the future.
Well,
No.
we could have
I mean-
worked on it. We could this was just a conversation. It wasn't an ultimatum or
shouldn't have-
anything.
also, she was
shouldn't-
very upfront with you about like where she is on the scale, and instead of saying what you wanted, you just ghosted her.
Steve, go ahead, Steve. He was trying to
but
respond.
like, no.
Let's hear his side. Go ahead,
I
Steve.
was just saying, like, we shouldn't have to work on it. And I mean, you told me you weren't very sexual, which is fine for you, but like that is an absolute non-starter for me. I
Then say
I want to
that.
have sex. I love having sex. Like, what's the point of a relationship without it?
Steve, you just sound like a pig right now. I just can't believe you ghosted me over this. Like, seriously? You just like nothing. You didn't even call me. Like, you didn't even want to have a conversation. Like, who does that?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, do you not know what I mean? Like, obviously there are ups and downs, but we haven't gone through any, and we're already pretty low. Like,
I just
that's
can't
why
believe
I
you ghosted me.
ghosted you.
Like, this
Okay.
is such an ugly thing to do. Like, not even have a conversation, but just like,
I
oh,
was
okay,
just
I'm
answering
deciding.
honestly. I was
Okay.
being honest. So now you know. Like, you wanted to know. You called me and pretended not to be here because you wanted the truth. Well, now you have it. And yeah, I might have ghosted you, but you were sneaky. Like, there's no high ground here. Now,
And no, okay, yeah, not meant to be.
I'm going to hang up the phone and focus my energy on someone who actually wants to have sex with me. Like,
Okay.
not just someone who is already cool ignoring what I need 6 weeks into dating. Bye.
Tamara, are you okay? How you feeling? Is she there?
No, her phone line's dead.
Oh,
All right. Just
Right on.
like their sex life.
right on.
Dead as a doornail. All right, so in our dying to know section, by the way, left unread, juicy.
What are your
Beautiful.
hands? What were your hands just doing?
Well, listen, I'm a little under the weather this week, so everything's a little
Adam
sweatier
was
than
holding
normal.
Adam was holding his hands like that. Is that why you're wearing shorts? You're sweaty?
Yeah. Well, it is humid outside because it just rained and stuff. So
A tropical storm.
I'm feeling very tropical in places you
Ooh.
don't want to feel tropical. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So it's one of those weird colds too, where it's like, yeah, I'm not really a cold. I'm just gonna make you super tired. And I actually looked it up, and every time I was getting a cold, I'm like, okay. I'm just gonna let you in on my personal life for a second.
I want to go deep.
There is a new show called Black Rabbit with Jason Bateman and
Okay, I've heard of this.
Jude
Is
Law.
it good?
If you love a great, in-depth, extraordinarily stressful show, that's what that show is. It deals with business failures and laundering money and addiction and gambling and this and this and this and this. So I'm sitting there and it's Saturday night and my wife is dying to watch this. She's a huge Jason Bateman fan.
He's so cute.
And she loves Smartless and everything too.
Ugh.
And like, anyway, so we pop an edible and we're watching the show. And I keep waiting for any scene that gives me any minute of relief. Just give me a minute to just go, oh, well, that was funny. Not one. 2 hours of it. And finally I got up and I was like, Natalie.
Oh, Laura Linney's in it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, Natalie, I can't watch this anymore.
It was too much.
I was freaking out. It was too much. And then the next, and I knew there was some sort of sickness coming on. And I was like, and I was so embarrassed afterwards. I was like, why did I make her shut the show? We put on the Super Mario movie.
Were you
balance it
Were
out.
you a baby?
I know. It's so
Like the
embarrassing.
baby movie.
So we wake up the next morning and my wife, God bless her, she's patient, man.
She is.
She
really is.
She said to me, listen, she does the Ask Perplexity thing. That's the AI app. My mom does this too.
I'm sorry,
My mom
what?
walks around every park going, okay, Perplexity, tell me about blah, blah, blah,
What
blah.
is Perplexity?
Perplexity is an AI app that you ask it things and it tells you the answer. It's just quicker than ChatGPT.
What is quicker than ChatGPT?
Well, ChatGPT, you have to like log in. If you don't want to log in, whatever, you don't have to click all that stuff. So Ask Perplexity. It's a Lewis Hamilton sponsor.
I love.
we love Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis is so hot.
And so anyway, she's like, so I asked Perplexity. And apparently when you have a cold, no matter how big or small, the way that your cells work in order to get rid of it, it can affect your mood and it can make you feel more depressed. So if you feel sad when you're sick, that's totally normal. And I was like, oh, do you think that's what it was? And so I think it might've been that.
I would love you to experience a period.
I was just
I
thinking
can't
the
even
same
imagine
thing.
what you guys
Were
go
you
through,
just
man.
thinking the same thing?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, your body like making you depressed. Oh,
I don't want to be the TikTok performative man thing, but I'm thrilled that I was born a man. I don't think I'd be able to handle that.
It would rock your world.
Have you seen those things on the online where they give men the electric
Yes.
thing where it's like, here's what a period feels like.
Have
and
you
they
not
put
done it?
and men just collapse.
It used to be a thing in radio where like a bunch of like, it was like the thing to do on morning shows. Like I remember like back in like the mid 2010s, like it was like guys trying to, what women are going through. Did you never do that?
I never did it, but I would do it.
A couple morning shows in Halifax, I remember did it. And like the guys were like just turning little bitches because it is hard.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even the cramp. It's like, it's the cramps, but it's like the self-hatred.
The mood swings.
Oh,
Literally
yes, the mood swings.
last week, I was like, my world is ending.
Yeah.
I was in a spiral.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything sucks.
Yeah. Like, who am I? What is
am
my
I doing with
purpose?
my life?
Literally, I was just like, this is it. It's going downhill from here. And then the next day I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why I felt like that.
A couple periods ago, I wanted to apply to an Apple store in London just to leave the country. I was like, shouldn't be here anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very
I
doom and gloom.
Just a couple periods ago.
Just a couple, like, I was just like, what am I
Guess
here
we'd have to do
for?
the show remote.
No, I was like, I mean, I didn't apply, and I don't think I even am
London,
qualified.
Ontario? Is that
No, London. I was like, I have to leave. Also, I hate my body. So in order, and then I'll come back from working in the UK very strong. Like,
It's
yeah,
the worst.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you go to, you're like, nope, no, I'm
That's
a piece
crazy.
of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next day you're like, never mind.
Next day you're like, okay, girl, like, look at that
We're back
jawline.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really consistent, as you can tell.
Yeah. No
nice
kidding.
and
Well, so
steady.
listen, I'm going through the man cold situation right
Yeah.
now. So I had the mini
Are
freak
you
out.
leaving the country?
No, I'm okay.
Exactly,
I'm okay. I haven't
yeah.
applied to any jobs just yet. I just want to ask
I'm
one
sorry,
quick
you're
question.
feeling sick, by the way.
No, it's okay. I'll live. For the love of mango, ask a question. How do you meet a person in real life, friends or dating in Toronto? And I'm going to say this for any big city, because there's lots of people not listening from Toronto to this show. Internationally, we have like a lot of different countries which are represented, which is cool. But I
so
have
nice.
I've heard the same thing. Like, I did a lot of research on Amsterdam when we went, and that's one of the things in Amsterdam it's hard to make friends. People say that in LA, it's really hard to make friends.
Yes.
New York, it's hard to make friends. Miami, especially, very, very hard, because different cultures, whatever. I found when I moved to new cities, it took me 6 months to feel at home.
Yeah.
And I've done it a couple times. Meeting new people in real life I find as an adult, making friends really hard. What do you think? How do you answer this?
Like, I feel like I had a cheat code the past 5 years because I met a lot of friends through sobriety.
Oh.
And so it's like an immediate, like from like
common cause.
common cause.
Not
and,
necessarily
like,
common interest. But
yeah,
common
yeah,
cause.
no, but it's like you look at what you have in common rather than what you don't, and I think that that's a really good way. Like, I think that we're always so quick to meet people and be like, oh, we're so different in this, and this way, that you don't necessarily see the commonalities, and sometimes the commonalities are bigger than the differences. But yeah, I've met a lot of women through sobriety, also because it's like a place where, like, when you go and somebody asks you how you are, you're not just like, good. You're like, well, I almost moved to the UK. You know what I mean? Like, you give really in-depth
And they're
answers.
going to understand
Yeah. Community, like, whether it's sports, or sobriety, like some sort of class, like, if you can get into that.
Sign up for something that you like.
Yeah. And then meet people.
Yeah, because don't go do something that you've never tried before and expect to meet people. And then if you hate the thing that you try, well, it's like, hey, I'm going to sign up for a running club. I hate running. Well, okay, do something that you're going to like. Like, I did trampoline dodgeball back in the day.
Oh,
I love dodgeball.
Go.
I love trampolines.
Here we go.
And it was like perfect match. And I made so many friends, and we're still friends to this day. I haven't played in 10 years.
You have not shown me any footage, and I've been dying
I
for
don't
the
think
past
I
decade.
have any. I don't think I have any.
I remember hearing about it when I first moved here, but it was incredible. I will also say that I know that you're against cult gyms, Adam, but cult gyms or group fitness places are great place to make friends.
The nickname for running clubs is doing it clubs. Like, that's where people go.
The runners are having sex?
Oh yeah. They're running, and then they're, because you're running and you're not wearing a lot of clothes, and someone gets to kind of look at you for a while, and you're in each other's. Yeah, it's very sexy.
I feel like somebody
For people that run.
I feel like somebody wouldn't want to have sex with me if they saw me run.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
like-
Do you know what color red I turn when I run?
I feel like we have this, I feel like we have the same type build, like,
Yeah,
I
we
feel
do.
like we do. Like,
The word I always
Yeah.
got was stocky. And I hated it.
the thick siblings, mom and dad over here. Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
slender. You're just stockier build. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm like a-
you know what? Screw you too.
Like a jogging brick. Yeah, yeah. But
A cinder block with legs.
yeah, exactly. There she slowly goes. Yeah. No, and you know what? We are happy.
We
You and
are
I,
happy,
yeah.
aren't we? All right. So, quick recommendations before we go. Jax, what do you have for us this week?
I am watching, it's not new, but I'm currently watching from the beginning the series. I'm not watching Orange is the New Black
Thank
anymore.
God.
I'm watching the series From. Have you guys heard of the show?
No.
So I think it's MGM. It's a show in the States, but it's actually shot, it's a horror, it's a big show. It's all shot in Nova Scotia. My friend Chloe is in it.
Cool.
And I was talking to her the other night and just about her show. And I told her, I was like, I didn't know if it was like, I'm scared of spooky things.
Yep.
And then I was like, no, I want to see this. The show's incredible. Like, it's really, really good. So I'm watching to, cheer her on, but also to face my fears. But yeah, I think there's
I like that
3
you're
or
watching a horror show. You
Yeah.
never do that.
Yeah, it's very like from what I've seen, like it's the same sort of style as like Walking Dead kind of thing. But I'm
Okay.
only a couple episodes in, but people speak really highly of it. So go, Chloe.
I've already given you my Black Rabbit recommendation, so I think you should watch that, even though I will not be finishing it. Steph, what do you
gotta
wanna
watch Mario.
I would much rather watch
Yeah.
something happy.
Yeah, baby.
The last week of my life has been occupied by The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Okay,
Oh,
so are you
right.
team Conrad or team with the other guy?
Team Conrad all day, every
Okay,
day.
what about Benito? Have you gotten there yet?
Adam, how do you know?
Yeah, did you watch?
I have
What's going
not
on?
actually seen
No,
it.
He's gonna say what he's
But
gonna
I'm
say.
going to
I've
watch
been
it.
watching over Natalie's shoulder.
No, you know what? No, you know
Why
what I've
do
been
you know?
watching? You know how I found out is the Toronto Maple Leafs did all their press thing, and they asked them, "Are you Team Conrad or what's the other guy's name?"
Team Jeremiah.
Team Jeremiah. And the guys all knew it. I was
That's
like,
so
well, I guess I
funny.
got to watch this show now.
Are the Leafs gonna do are they gonna win too?
Are they going to do a win?
Yeah.
They'll do some wins.
Yeah,
They're
talking
gonna
about
do some
TikTok
wins.
trends.
It's going to be
but
a
not
big year,
winning.
Jack.
Okay.
You know what?
You know what? Listen,
I'm going to turn you into a fan.
you know what we are? Yeah, big year, full
She's
stack.
such a hater.
Summer I Turned Pretty.
Such a hater. All right.
Summer I
Thank you,
Turned Ugly.
everybody, for watching today. We love you for
Love you
watching
so
and listening.
much.
And we will see you next week.